I have a question for you. Are you accomplishing the things that are most important to you? It's actually a silly question because I already know the answer. And the answer is yes. You are absolutely already accomplishing the things that are most important to you. The thing is without actually sitting down and thinking about and planning what your priorities are, you may have tricked yourself into thinking the things that are most important to you are actually most important to you. I was reading a book the other day called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And he was talking about time, and that time is not something that is in limited supply, but instead we make our own time. I don't even understand what he was saying. In fact, I've only read that part of the book once, and I plan to go back and read it again. By the way, I'm out of breath right now because I'm on my spin bike, and there's only 10 minutes before I have to wrap this up before I jump on a mastermind call right after this workout session. But I also wanted to create a video. Creating content to me is something that is very important to me. And working out is even more important than that. Which is why today I worked out before I thought about creating content. And ooh, that's a spider right there. How horrible is that? I hope I got him. I hate spiders, but at least he wasn't one of those big furry ones. I did not expect that to happen. But okay, where was I? But here's the deal. I plan on going back and understanding that whole time thing that you make up your own time from Gay Hendricks in the book, The Big Leap. But that's not important to me right now. What's important is this idea of what are we doing right now that is most important to us. And when we say that I can't accomplish the things that are most important to me because I just don't have time to do so, the reality is we all have the same amount of time. We wake up in the morning, and provided that we're living above dirt that day, we all have the same amount of time. The question is, what are we doing with it? Now, in the book by Gay Hendricks, The Big Leap, he asked this question. He goes, have you ever been sitting at your desk doing work, and assuming that you're working from home, which I'm an entrepreneur, I totally relate to this. Have you ever had your child come up to you and say, hey dad, will you come out and play, or will you come and do this with me? And you say, I can't, I don't have time right now. All right? The question is, do you really not have time right now? Or is playing with your child not as important as doing your work? And that's a valid question. In that scenario, and I've been in that scenario many times, doing my work has been far more important to me than spending time with my children. And doing my work in the past has been far more important than working out. So many things have shifted in my life over the last several years because I've taken time to evaluate my priorities and decide ahead of time what is most important to me. Going back to that example with Gay Hendricks, he says, okay, now picture this. If your child came in and said, Dad, they're screaming, they're crying, they're in pain, and they said, Dad, I fell down on my bike, I think I broke my arm, or I can't move my arm. Would you say, I'm sorry, son or daughter, I don't have time for that right now, I have to do this work? No, instantly taking care of your child's pain and providing a solution to comfort them and get them the assistance and the care that they need, all of a sudden, that, spending time with your child handling that situation, is more important than your work. You'd immediately drop your work and go and take care of things. Whatever you do today, whatever you accomplish today, or whatever you don't accomplish today, it has everything to do with what's most important to you. That's all I have to say. And until next time, my friends, I encourage you to evaluate the things that are most important to you and begin to live your life according to that. And until next time, I encourage you to take everything you do to the next level.